Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Journal with Me plus your angel messages. Today is day 19 of this 30-day challenge I'm doing with all of you every morning as soon as I wake up. I'm grabbing some coffee, turning on the camera, and we're doing some journaling together. I'm pulling angel cards for you. And recently, we've been doing past, present, and future cards. So, recent past, meaning within the last 24 to 72 hours, current energy as of right now, the time you're watching this, and then near future, meaning later today or tomorrow, maybe in the next 2 days, and then actions to take. So, we're keeping the prompts the same so that we can dive deeper into the angel messages. And I do find that for daily journaling, that is the better way to go so that you know you can fit it in. You know about how long it's going to take. And that's the key here is we want to make this a daily habit that we do every day. We put it at the beginning of the day that we're intentionally connecting and journaling and looking at what we have coming up so we can ask for help from our spiritual team. So by keeping the journaling prompts the same and simple every morning, that makes it easy to know that you can fit that time in there to ask the angels for some guidance. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Carla. Wonderful to see you all here. How's everybody feeling today? How were your dreams last night? Mine weren't as long and detailed, but they were definitely still vivid and present because I went through a patch of time where they were so choppy. It was hard to track. But now they're back to more theme-like and a little bit easier to come up with a title. So we're going to get started with this first card here, and then we'll move into the guidance. We'll do the pocket affirmation. For those of you who are used to all of this, welcome back. If you're brand new, thank you so much for being here. And I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button and share this video with anybody it resonates. It really helps my channel grow. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. So I always go to the very first part of my journal that has blank space because I use up all the spaces in my journal. And I cannot believe it is already November 19th. It's so fun to do. And yeah, it was a fun thing to start. Heidi says, dreams were strange. I need to learn to journal as soon as I wake up. Yeah, it's a good habit. And even if you just have to keep like a notepad by your bed so you can just write like something that was in your dream to trigger the memory later if it's like in the middle of the night. Like I woke up it's around 3:20-ish this morning. And I had like a loud ringing in my right ear. Like I could actually hear the atmosphere shift, and the ringing lasted for almost 10 seconds. And I just sat there and I went, "Oh, what am I downloading now?" We've talked about this in past sessions where it's kind of like you're downloading a zip file, so you don't really know what's in it. It's a big enough file that you can hear the download ring, and you just don't get to go through the files right away because there's too much in the file. But I wrote that in my tracker for sure that it was, might have even been 3:22. I just didn't look at the clock. And it was interesting. And then after that, I had some really vivid dreams. So I knew to at least write that I had that ear ringing and then see what comes up throughout the day. All right, so we've got our little icon here saying November 19th. And thank you, God, for today. TGT, morning angels and guides is how I always intentionally start. So it's very clear who we are connecting with. Of course, I'm always saying my prayer protection too before I shuffle the cards that we're about to pull here. And oh my goodness, this candle, I don't know if it's going to make it till day 30. This one right here. Hopefully it will. So, all right, I'm going to get a sip of my coffee and we'll start with the first card here. All right, so this is going to represent the recent past, as in within the last 24 to 72 hours. And we have Ace of Fire. Ace of Fire. It says, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So with these ace cards, right, it's the very beginning of something. But it may be that recently you realize you want this new opportunity to come in, or you're excited about trying something new, or you do want to take your work to the next level. It doesn't have to be career. It could be legacy, what you leave behind. It could be a creative project. But it is saying change your life now, which I find amazing when we have this historical day today where Pluto enters into Aquarius until I believe it's 2044. That angel number there, right? And it's talking about change your life now. And a lot of the guidance we've been getting lately is around embracing change, which of course Pluto's going to bring. So first we write the prompt, angels, what do I need to know right now? And of course, you would normally write that first before you pulled the card, but I was doing it for you because I asked when I did the shuffling, angels, what do I need to know right now? So that's my daily prompt I was talking about at the beginning. That's just a good go-to, and it makes sure you have the time and space. You don't have to sit there and think of a creative prompt. When we do the angel card spreads, like the full moon spread I have linked below, or the new moon spread I have linked below, when we do those are meant to be go deeper into something so you can understand what you need to release. But when we're doing a daily journaling, it's okay to keep it pretty blank because we're really pretty much talking about the energy of that day. Any heads up we need, any inspiration we need, right? So angels, what do I need to know right now? And the first card we have is Ace of Fire. And like what I said there is, I feel like the exciting new opportunity is really what's sticking out with me. So I'm going to say new opportunity. And our pocket affirmation today, if you'd like to write it in the comment section below this video as well, is going to be, I am open to new adventures. I am open to new adventures. So that's where we're going to start with our pocket affirmation today. Now, this is the part where I like to be reminded to go do my routine record. So if you track that in your journal, we'll flip to that section. Just a reminder, December is upon us very soon. You might want to start thinking about, if you don't already use a routine record, creating your own, or if you do use it, just start thinking about what you might want to track. Because we were talking about that yesterday. It's like, I've got some new things I want to track to bring them into my daily routine. So I'm actually going to combine all these things right here that are more like a supplement for me. And I'm just going to call them supplements because I'm in such a habit now, I don't have to worry that I'm going to forget one of them. So yesterday I did get my workout in. I did get all my supplements in. And I did manage to get in bed by 10. I actually wanted to be in bed by 9. I was so tired yesterday. So tired. And I told my husband, I was like, I think I want to be in bed by 9. But you know how the evening just kind of just whittles away before you know it. And I still had to, clean up the kitchen. We had to get our showers done, all that. Next thing I know, it's 9:45. I'm like, well, 15 minutes early, I'll take it. Thank you for writing that below. Okay, and then of course we like to check the moods. And like I said, the moon is in Cancer right now. And, it's going to stay in Cancer today as well. I think it goes into Leo tomorrow morning after our journaling session. So even as of when I go live tomorrow morning, it will still be at the very end degrees of Cancer. And my mood yesterday was very productive. It was a Monday morning that I had cleared to do a lot of bookkeeping and number crunching and things like that. And thank you, Frida. Good morning. Thank you all for putting that in the comments below. yeah, I felt like I'd been putting off getting some of this, financial stuff done. And, um, you would think that somebody like me who did that for years, I did, small business consulting for years, graduated with my degree in accounting and business administration. And yet I was behind on my books. Isn't that funny? It's like this shoemaker's wives that has no shoes, but it's easy enough to get caught up. I just have been wanting to create new things and, letting other things get in the way. So I had to make myself sit down and get these things done. So yeah, it was a pretty productive day. I think that's why I was so exhausted, because I just go, go, go. It was one of those days too. Did any of you feel this yesterday? I even had a friend reach out to me. She said today was time warpy or something like that. She's like, I was sat down at my computer. I took a break. I sat down at my computer at like 10:30 to work, and I looked up and it was 2:30. And I'm like, that's exactly how it felt to me. It just flew by, even though I was I was intentionally getting stuff done. So yeah, let me know if any of you felt that yesterday. It was really odd. It's almost like you wonder, does it have something to do with these very final hours of Pluto in Capricorn? So, just in case you're new here, I do always like to flip to my evergreen calendar and see if there's anything big I had put in here. And of course, there it is right there. Pluto into Aquarius. And let's see, that happens at 2:30 my time that it goes in. So that's 2:30 Central. So 3:30 Eastern and 12:30 Pacific. Pluto will have entered into Aquarius today. And then on Thursday, we have the sun go into Sagittarius, which I'm always kind of relieved by, honestly. I think it's a dreamy, fun feeling. It's when it really starts to feel like the holidays, right? At least for me. I don't know about all of you. Okay, so we've got all of that tracked in there. And yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna track some different things next month. So we'll see. Maybe that's something we can work on together before the final day of this 30-day journaling challenge. Alrighty, so let's move on to card number 2, which of course is going to represent right now at the time you are hearing these messages. And remember just how highly efficient your spiritual team is. They know when you are watching this video, so this message is for you. Wow, the wheel. If that doesn't represent this big transformational energy, I don't know what does. It says, Archangel Michael, a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward, fortune is on your side. Wow, that's a great energy for today. Really, really good. Frida says, I just came back from a dip in the ocean, washing away all the Pluto's old and outdated beliefs from my energy field. Wow, thank you for doing that, Frida. Thank you for bringing that energy to all of us here watching now or later. That's amazing. I love that. Where are you located, Frida? Is the water warm? I hope it was warm. Yeah, Heidi says, Frida, that sounds amazing. I love that. Beautiful salt cleansing in the amazing ocean. And, I really feel we're going to be so much more connected to our ocean friends with Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to be really interesting. I'm sure all of you here are already very connected, but I keep getting these messages that get ready for some deep, deep connection with nature and all of the amazing beings on this planet besides each other. Good morning, April. Thanks for being here. We're on our second card. This is the energy of right now, the wheel. And it's interesting because I think what's sticking out for me is a situation suddenly moves forward. And of course, when we ask for cards like this, we're asking for present energy. So this could also represent, when you're doing this daily, I want to start talking about this more in the final days of this journaling. When you're doing this daily, you'll begin to recognize if they're letting you know, hey, you know what? Right here at the beginning was uh, a new opportunity, career advancement. And then all of a sudden it says a situation moves forward, which is today. So be open, be aware for those loud and clear signs that you might get a text message, you might get an invitation to an event, you might get a job offer, you might get invited out on a date, whatever it is that you're calling in. But please be open and aware to all the signs and symbols around you throughout the day, guiding you. If you have a sudden urge to call a friend, that might be the person who gives you the advice you need to get you moving forward, or put you in touch with somebody that things move forward, right? So watch out for those angel numbers. That sounds all ominous. So watch out for those angel numbers. But I'm telling you, yesterday, with all that time warpy energy, every time I looked at the clock, the time ended in a 33 or a 44 or a 55. I saw 11:11. I saw 1:11. I mean, it was one of those days where every time I just casually glanced at the clock, there were angel numbers, and it was just nonstop. You can't make it up. So that's what we're being told to do right now. April says, I'm in Florida, but I'm not getting in that water. I'll do a salt bath in the morning. That's so awesome, Frida. Oh, is it cold, April, or are you just not wanting to get in the water right now? Frida says, wilderness, South Africa, fresh and vibrant. Oh, that's right. You did mention you're from South Africa. How amazing. So I guess it's warm. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you for bringing that energy to this journal with me. I can feel it, and I'm sure everybody else here can. So let's write down our second card as the present tense, right? We have 10, the wheel. And a situation suddenly moves forward is what's really getting out for me. Situation suddenly moves forward. So this could be an epiphany, like, oh, this is what I need to do, or this is the place I need to travel, that kind of a thing. So again, the angels are always going to ask us to be open and aware and looking for those opportunities right now. At the time you're hearing these messages all throughout today. Carla says, I was just asked to join a small psychic mediumship group to help me tap into my abilities. And I was told Archangel Michael is working with me closely and wants to help me. Oh, that's amazing, Carla. I love that. That is so powerful to join a group of people to do that. I'm so, proud of you. And that's wonderful. What a great opportunity, because there's nothing like being able to validate each other in a safe place. So I love that. April says a little chilly. Yeah. Yes. So, Carla, when I was first doing angel readings, I would get online in a message board too, and we would trade readings, and I met so many amazing people. Some people I stay in touch with still, which that actually reminds me, I need to message one of them. It's funny. She messaged me a while back. I'll have to ask her. I've had people ask me about a referral for Akashic Records, and she did Akashic Record readings for me. So just a reminder there. That's why I like to keep everything in one place, because I actually have a very, very packed day today, but I know the angels are going to allow me to get it done in the way it's meant to be done. That's in my highest interest, right? Because I'm bringing their energy in, and my to-do list is in here. I did finally order some Christmas washi tape too. So I'll have to share when I create my next planner, I'm going to have to share my washi tape with you that I did, because I know I love that stuff. It's funny. I'm not super crafty, but some stuff I get really excited about. Oh, yes, I will, Heidi. I got it. I honestly haven't talked to her in a long time. She did it kind of on the side. So she had a full-time regular job, a normal job. So I'll reach out to her, and I will definitely let you know. Okay. So, let's move on with this energy, because I'm really loving this energy so far, especially with what today is bringing in for us. And we're going to do some clarification too. So we want to have time for that. Our next card today is, and this is the near future, later today or tomorrow, 8 of water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Wow. Wow, that's powerful for the near future. So it looks like to me when we're pulling all of this together, so I'm just going to write in here 8 of water, which of course would be 8 of cups. When I put all this energy together, which is another reason to kind of keep the spread the same every day for journaling sessions like this, just to make it easy, I am seeing that this desire to move on is important here, because you're going to have to decide where to put your energy, right? You've got something new coming in the recent past, or a new idea, something you really want to focus on. And today we've got this energy of, really something really starting to move forward. But in order for you to really move forward, you may have to make a decision and let something go. Something that you may have really thought was for you at one point. But you're going to want to look for that feeling of a desire to have something done and over with. That's really what I'm getting. So I'm going to write a desire to move on. I mean, this can be as simple as a desire to move on from that weekly, exercise class or yoga class. You've been there, done that. This could also mean moving from a dynamic in a relationship with someone. Just like, I'm so tired of constantly having this round and round with this person. Like, I'm ready to really make a change. It could be, again, with a project, with a job, where you're realizing, you know what, I used to love going to work here every day, and I used to love the people around me, chit-chatting with them, but I've grown emotionally and spiritually, and while I still love them, I'm ready to move on. And that's where, like Carla with your group, you know that's where you're ready to move on with your abilities, right? You're ready to go to a bigger, stronger level, which we've been getting a lot of guidance about, all of us really going to a new level with that. So remain open and aware. But that's another meaning of this. Is like, you're already psychic, you're already intuitive, but hey, I'm ready to go higher with this. I want to do something bigger. I will say, too, tomorrow I'm going to be doing my Wednesday live. The topic is 7 signs you're a light worker. Spoiler alert, all of you are light workers. But I do find, especially with one-on-one sessions, that a lot of us light workers don't own it, and which keeps us from fully stepping in our power. And it doesn't mean you have to hang a shingle or have a business card that says you're a light worker, right? It doesn't mean you have to be actively engaging in something like Reiki healing, or, Akashic record readings, whatever. Although I find a lot of light workers do that on the side anyways. But I know so many teachers who are light workers, firemen, construction workers. I mean, of course, doctors, and there's so many ways. And having that knowledge that you're a light worker is really powerful. So we're going to go into some signs and tips. And as always, I will be answering your questions. So I hope you can join me live. If you can't, it will be recorded. And the other thing I was going to mention is I have one more angel number video that's releasing today. So I hope you'll check that out. And then I'm taking a break from those to do work on the 2025 angel messages and some other fun topics for all of you. But I'm super excited. If you haven't already, when we're done with this journaling, you might want to go check out my 2024 angel messages, because I put them at the top of my channel in the trailer so you can find them easily. They were so spot on for a lot of the things I experienced, and it's really helping me use that gift of hindsight. And that way, if you do use that gift of hindsight, you can see what worked, what signs you ignored, and then it helps you with planning 2025 better, right? Which then, of course, I'll offer guidance for that as well to help you make plans. So yeah, this is really powerful energy here. Heidi says, are you back to doing one-on-ones? I am on the waiting list, so just wondering. Oh, you are, Heidi? Thank you. Yes, I am. I do have some openings And you did sign up on there? Okay. Usually whenever I have some openings come up, then you should get an email. So if you didn't, then I'll just double check with my assistant today to make sure your emails is still on there. Because normally whenever I try to open like one or two spots, if I can, then we email that out. So you should be getting something that has like a scheduling calendar when they open, and then that way you can see if one of those times work for you. Carla says, I was asked out of the blue, so I know it was time. Yes. One of the ideas connects to the angels, and I gave her your name and information. She said she'll check out your channel. Oh, thank you, Carla. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love how you said I was asked out of the blue. It's like those are the most serendipitous things, because obviously it's not really out of the blue. Your spiritual team totally made sure that happened, but it feels like just so exciting. Like, whoa, you just can't make this stuff up. Okay, thank you, Heidi, for letting me know. I'll check into that. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, we had to go fix a lot of my email system stuff, so I'll make sure it's in there. All right, we've got these 3 cards here that I'm really feeling great about for today. So let's pull some clarification cards. As you know, I like to ask next, angels, what actions are in my highest interest? Now, angels, what actions are in my highest interest now, right? And that's going to be what these next 2 cards clarify for us. Got too close to the candle there. Oh, the Hermit card. Archangel Ratziel, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. Wow. Carla's doing that, right, Carla? All of you are, because we're here doing this together. But it sounds like if you can spend a little bit more time in self-discovery today, that's going to be really beneficial. You know, these final few hours of Pluto and Capricorn, really reviewing what these last several years have been like since 2008. Think about that. Since 2008, you know, where have you really grown? What no longer serves you? You know, that's actually going to be what helps you too with this desire to move on. Where were you in 2008? What were you doing? Where were you in 2012, 2018, right? Just think over it. Do this self-discovery. Write down the things that have been transformational for you, and write down the things that no longer serve you, you know. And my goodness, I was just getting ready to have my first child in 2008 when Pluto went into Capricorn, which is a Capricorn, which is also funny. So I was going through a transformation, right, of becoming a mother, but also, you know, I had my small business consulting practice. I would have never considered that I would one day have a YouTube channel. Which, just in case you're joining late, just a quick reminder, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on this video and sharing it with anybody it resonates with, and hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. It really helps my channel grow. I really appreciate it. And let's write this in here as, like I said, the Hermit card. Make sure you write that down so we can have hindsight, which, by the way, yesterday we were talking about that unity consciousness as part of our actions, and we're definitely doing that here today for sure. Every day we come together and share this energy. That's what we're heading towards with unity consciousness. So the Hermit card in self-discovery, I feel, is really asking us to take a little extra time today to reflect back, use that gift of hindsight, write down your accomplishments, write down the things you've let go, write down the things that no longer resonate, and you're ready to move on. And then we'll get to our final clarification card, our final action for today. Oh, it's 6:44 my time. See what I say about all the angel numbers. We're going to be open and aware all day. 4 of Fire. Wow. I love that. 4 of Wands in Tarot, contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. All right. So some of us are being asked to finish something today, or work towards finishing it so we can release it. It's really the successful completion of a project, a happy home life. There's something that they're saying we're going to be ready to move on from it. And for me personally, what's really standing out here is that idea of a happy home life and just being content. Gilberta says, I'm getting the message to put myself first today. How do you not feel guilty about it? Oh, that's a great question, Gilberta. Heidi says you looked and you did get the email. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Heidi, for looking. Gilberta, this is actually part of this journaling every day, is putting yourself first. And remembering that if we don't feel whole, if we feel too worn down, we can't really give our love and energy to others in a way that isn't, ultimately harmful for us. So remember to fill your cup up first. And if you can put yourself first and, let other people know, look, I need a break. I'm feeling run down. That's really standing up for yourself. And the angels want to empower you to do that. So one of the reasons I like doing journaling at the beginning of the day is to ask for help with things like that. So you could even say, angels, please help me release any guilt over needing to put myself first. And that's a hard one to do when a lot of us here are designed to help others, right? So that's our final card for today. And, I want you to sit with that, but also if you can take a few extra minutes to look at where this might show up for you today. Keep your eyes open, your senses aware to any other signs you get from the angels today, because this right now is the present energy right here. So something's shifting and you're going to have that realization soon that you're ready to move on. So thank you all for being here. I will see you tomorrow, both for Journal with Me and our live about 7 signs you're a light worker. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.